Okay, we are live.
Welcome to the Bitching Dead. We're your hosts. Who cares? Bekah, Farid, and Tara. We are a webcast from the Minds of the Geeky, and we're here to dive very slowly in the garbage fire that is this show. And we're here to bitch about stuff and things because somebody has to do it. If you've not seen the most recent 2 episodes of The Walking Dead, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it because we watched them for you. Please turn back now. We are not responsible for any bullshit that they are putting on your screen.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember this is recorded live. So we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties or accidental or intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead.
We would like to remind all of you that we are the only 3 people who work for the Geeky who still watch this show. So while the views expressed on this webcast are our opinions as individuals, although the 3 of us are usually a collective, they don't necessarily represent the Geeky as a whole. Should anybody from the website ever actually watch this show again?
Like, I have no will to live. I don't care. And it's only 4 episodes, 5 episodes. I don't know at this point. It feels like the 4 episodes have been a whole season.
Yeah.
And nothing has happened. And yet everything has happened. And I don't give a shit. I'm wearing black lipstick for the fallen show that nobody cares. We have news, unfortunately.
We have news, unfortunately.
So, Farid, take it away. You usually have the unpleasantness of this is stuff that I don't even know. So every time Farid reads it, I'm just like, oh, this is great. Yay.
I'm telling you guys, Scott Gimple is on to us. I don't know if these things are going to come true, but he probably just announces them so that we are annoyed about it.
These 3 people in particular.
Yeah. He's like, there are 3 people on this webcast. We are going to do 3 solo movies about Rick Grimes. And I'm going to hear them bitch about it.
1 for each person. And we're going to include all of the things that each person individually hates.
I feel like I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. I'm so exhausted with this show and like,
Yep.
I mean, there are going to be TV movies. Like, who's even going to watch them? Like,
wait, they're TV movies? Oh,
yeah, they're TV movies.
I feel like I don't even know anybody who watches this show anymore. Like I have like 3 friends who are still holdouts, 4 friends maybe. One of them is, I don't want to name names, but like one of them said she was going to stop watching once Rick Grimes was gone. At least that was what I got from her Facebook post on Sunday when she said this is the last episode she'd ever watch and posted a bunch of pictures of Rick Grimes. Like one of them I think still watches it but doesn't like love it or whatever. And one of them I thought was watching it admitted that he actually stopped after the first episode and is just going to maybe, if he feels like it, catch up on Netflix, like when it comes on Netflix. And then Johnny, who was on our webcast like earlier this year, he, I think, still watches it. But like the extent of like what I know from his opinion or what I know of his opinions about it, or like him texting me during the show, like, oh my fucking God, what is going on right now? So like he watches it, but it's like us. He like it feels like he's hate watching it.
I'm Rick Grimes, and welcome to Jackass. That's just the title of the season. It's The Walking Dead season 9. I'm Rick Grimes, and this is Jackass.
As far as we know, there are going to be 3 solo movies centering around Rick. There might be more solo movies centering around other people, because I think making a movie is more like affordable compared to like creating an entire season that's like 12 or 15 episodes or longer.
Yeah.
But they'll probably end up creating movies instead of creating individual spin-offs. I mean, no one is watching Fear the Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, like, movies mean smaller casts too, you know, and they only have to fill like, you know, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours of time, including commercials, instead of, you know, 45 plus minutes for 16 episodes. I get it.
I have a question. Is it AMC that's doing it, or is it the Hallmark Channel? Because if they do Rick Grimes Christmas special, I will lose my shit. I want a walker for Christmas. A walker for Christmas. That's the name of this movie. I'm calling it right now.
Rick Grimes, Jingle That Zombie.
Ah! Oh my gosh. Shuffle all the way instead jingle all the way.
Oh my God.
Oh, what fun it is to ride along this broken road on my horse with a pole through my body. Or no, apparently on a fucking helicopter. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay. And if the movies weren't enough, I guess AMC wants to keep as many cast members as they can, because apparently Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, and Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl, ended up getting amazing offers to stick around for 3 more seasons.
Okay.
So I'm like, at least they're paying Carol, because they were not paying Maggie.
Yeah.
And she's gone. This last episode was her last one, but they didn't talk about it being Maggie's last episode.
It was?
Yeah. That's what I heard anyway.
No, she's on for 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The next one is going to probably be her last.
Okay.
She's on for 6 episodes.
Well, unless they don't show her at all in the next, you know what I mean? Like, it could be we don't see her for an episode or 2. It's not like they haven't done that before.
She's going where Beth is. I'm sorry. That's my mention of Beth. Actually, it's not going to be the last one, though. So Melissa and Norman obviously got good deals. Apparently, Denai Guerrera is not leaving The Walking Dead, despite rumors.
They're probably giving her a lot of money as well.
Yeah, but is it Black Panther money, though? Is it really Black Panther money? Is it Wakanda money? Because
we all like Denai Guerrera, but let's be real. She isn't really getting more projects out of Black Panther.
Oh, that's true.
She hasn't signed up for any more films, so this is what she has.
Yeah.
So I'm like, make your money.
Well, isn't she a playwright too, though? Doesn't she like write plays?
I mean, but that doesn't pay much, right?
Yeah,
I mean, as far as like,
I feel like if she were to get some sort of offer for something else, then she would just walk away from Walking Dead. Like,
I mean, I think she's waiting for Kevin Feige to call her about the Air Force solo film that everyone is waiting for.
Yeah.
Y'all, she's in Godzilla vs. Kong. It's coming out in 2020.
Yeah, in 20. Like, she's not really the lead in that movie either.
Oh, she's in Robot Chicken. How nice. Sorry. Okay. You get big when you're Robot Chicken.
And I mean, it makes sense because it's Hollywood and you don't really see people who look like Denai, like landing lead roles. I mean, it was very hard for Lupita Nyong'o. She's like an Oscar winner and even she couldn't get work.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, so it's tough.
That's Hollywood for you.
Yeah.
It's getting better-ish, slowly, I guess. Not fast enough. But I mean, I feel like if she has the I don't know, like she did really well in Black Panther. It sucks that nothing came of that, but we don't know for sure that nothing's going to come of that from future like MCU stuff either.
Yeah.
Like she could end up in enough MCU films that she just doesn't had the time or need The Walking Dead. I don't know. And honestly, maybe she really enjoys Walking Dead. Like, I do know that the people who are on the show enjoy each other for the most part. Like, I've never really heard of like bad feelings between the cast. If anything, I've heard the opposite, that they're all one big family and they love each other and everything. So like, if she's really enjoying her work and getting paid pretty well for it, then what does she care if the show itself sucks? You know what I mean? Like, if she enjoys the people that she works with, that's kind of, I've had jobs like that where I got paid shit, but I like really liked my job and liked the people that I worked with. So,
and I mean, Denai is the kind of actress who always talks about representation. So Michonne is good representation. So she's now basically the lead of a somewhat popular show.
Yep.
She could be happy about that.
Yeah. So that's our news. Maybe she'll get her own movie. Who knows? Her own Walking Dead movie, I mean.
Yeah, she did get a game. There was a game.
Yep.
On the Telltale spinoff. You might get that.
This isn't really news, but I thought I would make a note that we have another 100 actor that joined the cast of The Walking Dead.
Yep.
The actress who plays Luna on the 100 joined as one of the newer characters in the 6 years later thing.
He's probably going to die in 2 episodes as well, like that other guy.
Which I knew about her and about Dan Fogler, like,
oh, that's right, he's in there too.
Yeah, like I did. Like, was this something that was hidden? Because I knew about this a long time ago.
It was in the trailer. It was in the trailer.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I've known about these. Like, this wasn't like a big secret or anything. Although I didn't know when exactly. I didn't know when they were joining until I was given until somebody who it works on the set told me. So I have known when they were joining. Exactly. I don't know if that was public knowledge, but yeah, I don't know. We'll get into that later. I guess we should just jump into this first episode.
I mean, we're gonna die anyway, so might as well go ahead and get it over with fast.
Which I did change the episode names, I think, but on our document, but not the numbers. So sorry. But so I think last week's episode was The Obliged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love montages, like suiting up montages. And so this is their favorite part. There's not a lot of good things to say about these episodes. I did like the Michonne montage of her being domestic and then like rolling over and looking at her sword and being like, shit. And then like of her, like this back and forth of her waking up and then, like kicking Walker ass. That was really great. You know, she's domestic and then like and they do it over and over and over again, which is really cool. You don't really see that a lot anymore. So that was great. And then she had the hanging in the episode of the bat. And I was like, and then Rick and Daryl falling into the hole was hilarious. Like, hi, I'm Daryl Dixon. You're watching Jackass. Like, that literally was the golden moment for me. I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah. Same with me, the Michonne montage. Other than that, nope, nothing. I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I was like trying to make this for my niece. So I had it on the background and I was like sewing this up. But yeah.
I had to rewatch this episode because like when I went to make this document, I was like, the only thing I can remember is Anne letting Gabriel go, which was like, I put it as a favorite moment because like it was nice enough, you know.
It was so weird though. Like I didn't understand any of their conversation at all.
Yeah, whatever. But she let him go, and I like Gabriel and want him to live for a while longer. So
10 more seasons.
I liked it.
No.
I did get a chuckle out of Eugene and how he like named the herds, and he was like, yeah, like it's a good thing they didn't join up because like it would have meant bad things for this camp. But also I just couldn't come up with like basically a ship name.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't remember what he named them, but he like couldn't come up with a combo name that he thought worked well. And that was like one of his main 2 reasons for why he was glad they weren't going to like merge. And I was like, I don't know. I got a chuckle out of it. So that was a good moment. Like of an otherwise just what is going on? I hate this. Why am I watching this episode?
Because we have to. Because God hates us and we can't have nice things. So least favorite moment. Anything with Anne. Like any like long discussions. Shut up, Farid. Any long discussions that just it just was so awful. Like all you see is Negan's like whiskers. Like he don't even like he's like Santa Claus in the dark. He's just got these giant like face whiskers. And like that's what I made it, because a lot of this stuff is like a stream of consciousness too, what I did when I was writing my notes. And it's, you know, talk to the whiskers, like the whole Negan thing, talking to Michonne was just stupid. Jesus had a little fit, which was stupid. There's more tomato nonsense, which is stupid. It's all stupid.
Yeah, they're really into tomatoes this season. And I know we talked about the symbolism of tomatoes, but they are taking it way too far. Like, guys, tomatoes do not mean that much.
I don't know. Maybe that was the only vegetable I don't know.
I mean, I want them to eat way too many tomatoes and just get kidney stones and just die. Like the entire community just dies because of kidney stones from tomatoes.
I mean, I do feel like tomatoes are one of the easiest things to grow, because everybody I know grows fucking tomatoes. Like, not even in backyard gardens. Like, there's people in my neighborhood who just plant random tomato plants in their front yard and end up with like a crop of tomatoes. So
we should do that.
Yeah. And just have tomatoes, 5 ever. That's
fine. That's great. It's fine.
But yeah,
grow tomatoes.
So symbolism and them being easy to grow, sure, whatever. But also just get it up with the tomatoes. So what was your least favorite moment, Farid?
The entire episode, I just it was so boring. It felt dragged out. Like, these 2 episodes could have been 1 episode. Like,
they could have been 1 like slightly longer episode, or they just could have cut a bunch of shit and they could have been 1 episode. Yeah.
I mean, the entire thing with Daryl and Rick, I mean, we knew that none of them were going to die, so why drag it out?
In last week's episode,
Yeah, we knew Rick wasn't going to die, so why drag it out? It was just... Yeah, right,
and that kind of leads right into like my least favorite thing, which was actually the entire Rick and Daryl thing, because why even bother wasting time on that nonsense when you already know, like, we as viewers already know Rick isn't going to be on the show anymore. So like, and obviously the writers and producers and everything knew that too. So why have this long ass like thing where they get in, you know, he drives them out. Rick wants him to turn around. Daryl won't. They fall into a pit and they have a fight and they have a reconciliation. Like, they've been family for years. It was this completely unnecessary like conflict between the 2 of them. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it was forced. It was very forced. And how slow was Maggie walking?
She was on a horse.
How slow was she moving? Like, why couldn't she get to Negan faster? Like, ugh.
Yeah, why did it take her 2 episodes?
I mean, this woman took 3 years to like give birth to a child, so she probably took her time.
Longest human gestation period ever.
I don't know how long. Wasn't it supposed to be like 11 months or something?
11 months.
I don't know. You can tell how much I care.
We talked about this like earlier, like last season, where we were all like, why the fuck is she not only still pregnant, but like not even showing? And we looked up the timeline and it was like, oh, it's not even been like a month since Glenn died or some nonsense. So like,
it was like 6 weeks, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it was something stupid.
But we've been watching this war for the past like what, 2 years now? And it's just like, I feel like they should have a timeline for us really angry and also for the idiots on the Walking Dead website where you can like follow along, because I feel like that would be really.
They don't want to have an official timeline because then they'd have to actually follow it.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll mess up. The writing team doesn't want that much pressure on them.
We can go back to the Nicotero, what the hell happened and what's going on. Was it at season 5 episode? I don't know.
5 or 4? No, Noah was with them. So
was it season 5 episode? No, season 5 episode 9. Maybe it was like the premiere of mid-season premiere because Beth had died.
I think that was season 4, dude.
No, I think Beth died in season 5. Hold on, I'm gonna look because I want to know.
Yeah, because the big fight where they like had to leave the prison was the end of season 3. Andrea died at the end of season 3, and that was like when all of the all the prison stuff came to it.
I was right. She died.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Episode 8.
Okay, all right. I forget that there was a whole other season where they're in the prison, and then the governor like comes back. Fuck me.
Yeah, twice.
Like I forgot that there was a second whole like round of the governor. Jesus. These are things that I block out of my head because like why? And also, honestly, having read the comics, I do still get confused sometimes because like the whole situation with the governor was like an entirely like it was like there and gone, and they had to leave the prison as soon as. Oh, sorry guys, I keep yawning. It's been a long weekend. As soon as they had to leave the prison in the comics, like as soon as the governor attacked, basically. So
everything changed when the governor attacked.
Oh my god!
We're just gonna have a Avatar: The Last Airbender Walking Dead crossover. Everything changed when the governor attacked, and like people are like shooting bullets out of their hands. Oh
my god!
Good.
Yeah.
This show would benefit from some of those writers. Like cartoon fucking writers are better than the writers on this show.
The Walking Dead Steven Universe.
Do not sully Steven Universe with this shit.
I mean, the only good thing about it would be that each episode would only be like 10 or 11 minutes long.
That's true.
So theories, like it's hard to do theories from like when we do 2 episodes in the same show because like we already know what happens in the next episode. But what were our thoughts? I guess
mine were like at first I thought Maggie was going to save Rick, like she was gonna find him in the hole and she was gonna like save him or something like that, and obviously that did not happen. Like that was my theory, honestly.
I knew that Rick was going to survive, and I read this very crazy theory. Like the person was clearly joking when he came up with this theory, and you could tell. And I mean, we all know that it ended up being true. And just
what was the theory?
That Anne is going to have Rick be picked up by a helicopter.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that was a crazy theory. The person was joking because his explanation was that Anne ended up saving Negan, so she's going to end up saving Rick too.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, like that's like some Game of Thrones shit right there. Because like when people put out all the, you know, what they said were like story points or whatever for last season of Game of Thrones, I was like, this shit is nuts. There's no way they're doing any of this. Like, this is just like crazy fan theories. And I was wrong. Like completely and totally wrong. Like everything about that list of like, this is what's going to happen turned out to be legit. And I guess it's a little different in that the people who were doing the Game of Thrones stuff were like, yeah, it was a leak. But I mean, honestly, like sometimes that's how it works. The craziest fucking theories are the ones that these idiot show writers go with.
Oh my God, maybe I should create some things that are really crazy, but are things that actually want to happen.
That Bet is already alive. That Bet didn't die.
Shut
You already have
up,
that.
Farid! Shut up! Stop! You're the worst. I hope you fall in a hole with Daryl and Rick and the roots are too short for you to reach. Ah!
We probably end up having children because of the future.
You end up having children with Rick? What?
I mean, who knows? Who knows? The writers are crazy.
Yeah, let's get some impreg going. That's definitely what The Walking Dead needs. You should be thrown to the walkers. How dare you, Farid?
So yeah, anyway, mine wasn't even, I'm just trying to get this episode out of the way because like at least the one from this week is a little bit more interesting to talk about. They had this whole thing with Negan like slamming his head against the wall, and it's like I was like, they're never gonna do anything with that.
And it.
Like I like literally, they will never visit Negan banging his head. Like he could have killed himself, or at least severely injured himself, given himself a brain injury, whatever. And I was like, they're never. This is just like just for show. They're never gonna. They didn't need to do it, and they're never gonna touch on it again.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
gripes and what the fuck moments.
I just made a note that Negan is like a goldfish. Like they have to feed him every now and then, or they forget about him.
Dude, I have dreams still to this day. I have not had like pet rodents, like gerbils. I used to have gerbils. I've not had gerbils since I was in like 7th grade, and I still have nightmares in which I like have pet gerbils and have forgotten to feed them for a month. I never did that in real life, so I have no idea why I have these dreams. But
Negan is why. I had a dream. I had a dream. No, I had a dream last night that like my friends and I were all captured. We were all kidnapped for a Disney princess farm. And don't ask me. I can explain it to you later. It's not really safe for work. A Disney princess farm. And the only reason why we were kidnapped is because we were all in possession of a cursed Snow White VHS tape. And like, I wish I'm kidding. I wish I was kidding. But then, and then like I messaged the group and I was like, I had this dream. And then my friend was like, oh my God, I actually do have one. And I was like, get rid of it. But okay, sorry. I'm done with the words and the stuff.
It's the Ring, but with the cursed Snow White VHS.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so are we done? Because like I feel like this whole episode was just one big sigh.
Well, yeah, Farid's other gripes is just sigh. The only other thing was like, I totally like feel Michonne on not being completely satisfied with her current more domestic life and all that. And I liked kind of the music and all that stuff. Like I liked what they did with that, but she already went through the whole like hanging up her sword and taking it down again thing seasons ago. So like, do we really need to go through it again? It just seemed, and it seems kind of unnecessary. Like what was the point of it? To lead into her conversation with Negan? That wasn't even necessary. That's treating the viewers like complete idiots.
I mean, they keep repeating this. Didn't Morgan end up going through the same things again and again where he wanted to kill people, but then he stopped? Like, they keep doing it with the characters, and it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, Carol, in one season, Carol is okay with killing people. In the next, she isn't. Like, it's weird. The writers are just recycling things at this point.
Well, I mean, it's been 9 seasons. Like, this isn't Supernatural level yet, but it's getting there.
But people actually like Supernatural.
People like The Walking Dead too. And to be honest, I don't think there's actually more people that like Supernatural than that like The Walking Dead.
I mean, Supernatural, the ratings for Supernatural in the US is like an average of 1 million or 1.5 million per episode. But that's okay for CW levels. but The Walking Dead fell to like 5 million or 4 million. It's the lowest. Like this season is probably going to be the lowest rated season yet.
I feel like they have interns that like sit on the computer, and every time The Walking Dead is tagged in something, they like have to like search through like the things that say good things about The Walking Dead, because I see these like people that have been like, oh yeah, The Walking Dead's the best it's ever been, and I'm just like, where the fuck did you get this?
Yeah,
like some backyard.
I saw an article about that, like, and I was like, what? I don't know if it was like. For all I know, it showed up on my feed as like an ad, honestly. But like, okay, sure.
Cool.
Everything's fine. We're all fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so season 9, episode 5. What comes after? What comes after what?
Exactly. Movie.
Oh!
20 seasons and a movie. 20 seasons and 18 movies.
I will walk to Scott Gimple's house and I will throw down with him with a brick. I'm not going to hit him. Not going to hit him with it, but I will throw it at him a lot. So
he's ready. He's probably listening to this. He's ready.
Yeah, Scott Gimple, you little whale-faced fuck. I'm not sorry. Okay. It's a favorite moment. My favorite moments are really stupid. Like, I loved when the walkers all knocked down the tents in the camp. Like, I thought that was hilarious. Like, it was the highlight. Also, the field of bodies was cool. And Farid, I know you mentioned, did anyone else catch breath in this pile of bodies? Yes. I saw
but it
her.
didn't show the face. So was it the same actress? No,
it probably wasn't. No, because the actress in that picture is she has the best braid and she has the hair. It's obviously not Emily Kinney, but she's not wearing the gray sweater that Beth was wearing when she died.
I don't think that really matters, but no, it definitely wasn't the actress. They would have shown her face if it was the actress.
Yeah, it was definitely Beth. Also, Maggie and Daryl were also in the body. So was Carl. I don't know who else was. I have to go back and look at it. But I know that Carl, Beth, Maggie, and Daryl were definitely in the bodies.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite moment was the body pile as well. And then the entire Shane thing, asking Rick about how his daughter is. And I was like, yes!
At least he called himself out about well, at least she doesn't have my ears. I was like, so true.
Yeah. I don't know how they made
you're a dude, you can get away with those ears. No girl's getting away with those ears unless she literally never puts her hair up.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I hate to say that. I hate to say that, but that is the way our society is. No girl is getting away with those ears.
Oh.
Yeah, seeing Shane was kind of fun, but yeah.
You can tell that it's been a while though. Also, I don't know how they made Andrew Lincoln look so damn young laying in the hospital bed.
I mean, Andrew isn't that old.
I guess they must be graying his beard on purpose or something.
Yeah, because I think his makeup makes him old in the series, in the current series, but the actor himself isn't that old.
He's probably in his 40s, but yeah.
They make him look old for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I thought they were just using. I thought they were just using his kind of clips of him in the actual hospital bed, and maybe I don't know.
They may have.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm hearing noises in my house, like someone just walked in.
Ghosts.
I could be wrong. Give me 1 second.
All right, quick, while Tara's gone, let's talk about I don't know. God, I really hate this show. The thing is though, is I know I'm not gonna stop watching it. Like,
Yeah,
unless it's
that's the
what
point. I mean, it needs to be canceled at this point. I don't
it
know.
really does.
Mr. Rigby heard.
Mr. Rigby, what?
Sorry, Mr. Rigby was hearing things.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I don't know if they, I mean, he's not that old, but he's not young either anymore.
40s, I want to say. Hold on, let me look him up.
Yeah, he's 40 something because Jeffrey Dean is like 51, but Andrew Lincoln is like 44 or 45, I guess.
He is, see here, he was born in, he's 45.
Yeah, I mean, that's not young.
No, I mean, how old is Norman, though? Didn't Norman just turn 50, I think?
I think he's around there, too.
How old is he? He's much, see, he was born in, he'll be 50 next January.
Norman Reedus, 50 years old?
Right? Yeah.
He looks younger than Andrew.
Probably.
I mean, I don't really know as if I think any of these people necessarily look their age, but like I don't know that they're graying Andrew Lincoln's hair or anything. I honestly think it's the opposite. I think they like used more makeup and possibly even some effects, because they are good at that, to make him look younger in those bed scenes. If not, I mean, and I do think they also possibly even use like cut scenes from the first season, for all we know, like not really of him talking, but of him like laying there and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I love how they marked out the "don't dead open" inside. They marked out "don't," so it just says "open dead" inside.
I didn't even notice that.
That sounds like an Evanescence song.
Don't dead open inside.
Open dead inside.
Wake me up before you go.
Wrong. No, that's wrong.
I know it's wrong. I did that on purpose. Okay. We're getting to the point of getting silly.
It's not even like this is like not even. We're not even like it's not even 8:45 yet. Like, favorite episodes or favorite moments of this episode.
Favorite episodes. Season 1.
I'm still like, I'm sorry, my brain is like entirely focused on Red Dead Redemption 2 right now, so I'm out of it. This episode was dumb. I guess, like when Maggie was all, LOL, you're not even Negan. I'm not killing you. Like
leaving him alive was the work, because he was like, please kill me, and she was like, oh, wait a second, you being alive is torture.
Yeah. I don't even know. I just liked her reaction to it. Like, like you're not even Negan anymore. I'm not killing you now.
From Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Wait, what?
There was a tweet, like some girl tweeted at Jeffrey Dean, like, what kind of a show is Walking Dead going to be, where in that world, Rick is dead, but Negan is still alive. And Negan and Jeffrey Dean replied with, it's going to be way better than it was before. So keep watching.
No, we're not going to keep watching.
I mean, we are.
Oh, that's true. We actually are, yeah.
I long ago swore I would finish out this season at the very least. So I'm in it for the long haul, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, Michonne isn't leaving because Tara was like, if Michonne goes, I'll stop watching. But yeah, Michonne is like probably going to stay with this show for 2 or 3 more seasons.
Insert the Nelson laugh from The Simpsons. Ha ha. You have to watch now, Tara, because Michonne isn't leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, not as of yet. So I also Dan Fogler showing up because like I love him. I heart him. I don't know. Like I've always liked him, but like him as Jacob in the Fantastic Beasts movies, I was like, I love him so much. But he's also better than this show, so I'm also kind of like, about it.
I mean, probably not, because I'm hearing rumors that Fantastic Beasts 2 is probably going to be the last movie we're going to see Jacob and Queenie and the rest in it.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that, but like I think pretty much
fair.
I think pretty much most people are better than this show. Let's like I thought the guy from the 100 was better. What was his name?
Zac McGowan.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron was on.
I was gonna say Zac Efron because like I know that's not who it is, but that was the first name that came to mind.
Well, you know what? Now Zac Efron's on The Walking Dead, Tara. I'm gonna tweet it out.
So yeah, those were my this episode was dumb, and I suppose these were the least dumb parts about it.
Okay, so least favorite moment, Bekah.
So like shut up. Rick tries to pull a Daniel Salazar and a Madison at the same time. Simultaneously.
Oh my God.
He
yeah,
does.
I didn't even realize that.
He does. Yeah, he blows up the bridge and there's a fire with the walkers. Like it's two things. I just called them bridge over troubled water walkers because I'm hilarious.
Oh, that is actually amusing. I'll give you that. That's amusing. I'll give you that.
Yeah, the bridge over the troubled waters walkers. Anyway, that's the only part about the Talking Dead that I ever watched was what the names they gave to the walkers that died were. But I just hated the whole episode. It was stupid. The Rick thing was stupid. The Janus thing was stupid. Scott Gimple, you're stupid. Somebody please kill Daryl Dixon and end their pain. Oh, I will say though, this doesn't have anything to do. Whenever Daryl says, "I'd die for you, I'd die for Carl," that got me a little choked up for like a half a second, and then I remembered what show I was watching.
I got like a little choked up when Michonne was like talking to Rick the first time, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, this isn't real." And then they like made it real, like they made it like real, but not. You know what I mean? Like he at least like. She didn't get to approach him, but like he saw them all like come to save the day or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, what is this some sort of fucking which Twilight movie was that?
Whenever they all come, you mean
no, the last one.
Breaking Dawn Part 2?
Where there's that whole like fake out where they're they have the big fight and everybody's dying, and then you're like, oh no, like everybody's dying. But like in the end, it's just like, what's her name? Like showing him what could happen, and it's like this is like,
Alice. Yeah, no, Alice showing Martin Sheen's character.
Whatever, I don't know, and I don't care.
Electo Caro, that was his name. I'm just kidding. That's Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. I'm on form today, y'all.
I'm just saying, like, just
yeah. Oh, the 10th anniversary or something of that came out recently.
Good.
That's so great. That's so nice. Fuck that show.
I mean, my least favorite moment was the entire episode again. The moment that there's this flashback when Sasha shows up, and Sasha is like, "Rick, we don't die. We move on to next better things." And I was like, "Yep, that's Scott Gimple's way to talk about the movies and the spin-offs and the rest of the things. Like, we don't die. We just move on to other things."
But also, why the fuck was Sasha? Whatever.
Out of all the characters, why couldn't they at least bring back, I don't know, like Herschel did get me a little bit, just a little bit, because I guess because Scott Wilson. But like
they should have brought back Laurie. Like, where's your wife, Rick? Where's your wife?
They probably asked Sarah Wayne Callies, and she was like, "Nope." And they probably asked
crashed her car driving to the shoot.
Wait, is she a bad driver?
I mean, is Laurie a good driver?
Yeah.
I don't know, is she? Did I miss something?
No, Laurie used to crash cars all the time.
What?
Yeah, in the show, Laurie crashed cars a lot. Like at least twice, right? Like
Wasn't she like riding
fudging
Shane's?
this.
Wasn't she like riding Shane's dick at one point and they crashed the car? Didn't that happen? Or am I making that up?
I think you're making that up, but
Andrea and Shane did it in the car, but
That's
Laurie
what it
crashed
was.
the car.
That's what it was.
but did they crash the car though?
No, but they were like
crashed
laying on the
into each
horn,
other.
I think, when they were doing the deed. I'm pretty sure.
But Laurie crashed a lot of cars. There was an entire joke about it. I remember.
Laurie, car crasher Grimes.
Yeah, I just like I get that, and we can talk more about that because that was like a full-on gripe of like just another gripe of mine about the people they did and didn't get to come back. But like, yeah, least favorite moment, literally everything. But mostly like, are you fucking kidding me with them keeping a box of dynamite on the bridge that they were building? Like
Convenient dynamite.
Convenient dynamite. Oh my gosh.
Dynamite. Like
And what's with Rick being such a good shooter? Like he can shoot from so far, like even though he's injured, like he's no John Dory.
yeah. Oh my God, he's no John Dory. That is right. He is so not. In zero ways is Rick like John Dory.
What are you doing, Farid? What are you wandering around your mansion? What are you doing?
Yeah. Like things are happening around the house. I'm seeing my cousin on his way to the university. I'm locking the gate now.
Oh, the gate.
Stuff.
Oh, Lord Farid has to lock the gate.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be your name from now on forever. I'm gonna change that on our Facebook thing. It's gonna be Lord Farid. Anyway, back to The Walking Dead because
I mean, I really like, get tired walking around my mansion. It
I'm
happens.
sure you do. You're like Strand. In his mansion, you get exhausted.
Yeah, I'm
Fetch me my fainting couch.
Where's my John Dory?
No, he's with me and Tara.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be okay with Carol or even Rosita. Like, just send someone.
Oh, okay. Well, now I ship Farid and Rosita. And
I ship myself too. I ship Rosita and me as well.
So does my dad,
in that.
actually. You have to fight my dad over Rosita because my dad really likes her for some reason. My mom hates it.
I don't know why. I mean, she isn't even a great character, but I just like her. Like,
well, she's pretty.
yeah, that's the reason. For men, that's the only reason. She's pretty.
Well, we don't know why we like her. She's pretty. Oh, that's right.
That's the only reason we need.
So we have theories coming in. So we have like a flash forward, I think. I think it's at the very beginning. Is it? No, I think it is. It's a flash forward at the end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a flash forward. It's a time jump.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Time jump. So like,
how many years ago? How many years?
I'm guessing
5. 6 years.
6 years. Whoa.
I think it's 6 years. Yeah.
So Judith is like 9 or 10, maybe.
No, she would have been about 8 or 9, maybe 8 or 9.
She was at least 3 in the last couple of episodes. So I'm going with at least 9. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So there's a time jump.
Right, there's a time jump. And
people from the Fantastic Beasts universe and the 100 universe enter.
Yeah, so we have more crossovers. And you
the troll has grown up.
Like the what has grown up?
The troll has grown up.
Yeah, now she looks strangely like Mika. Lizzie was the crazy one. She looks like Mika now. who if you
I
guys
mean,
don't
she
know,
looks less like a troll. So.
that's true. Less troll Grimes. We shall call her. Never mind. So next week's it wasn't next week's preview. It was no. It
was like it was the preview for the rest of the second half of the first half of the season.
Oh, I thought it was the preview for the next episode.
No. It was like it was the way it was introduced was that it was for the like rest of the first half of the season.
Okay, well, I have some thoughts then. So like they talk about the walkers evolving, and obviously you hear them say, "Where are they?" Like it's obviously the Whisperers. Like we're like because at first I was like, okay, this is not a Romero movie where the zombies get smarter. That's not what they do. And then I was like, it's got to be the Whisperers because they were all congregating in that field they talked about. I have to go back and like rewatch it, but it's got to be the Whisperers.
Around.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be the Whisperers. Also, Carol looks like that she's cosplaying Legolas.
Yeah, why does she all of a sudden have super long hair again? Like, or not even again. Like, I don't even. She's
never had long hair.
Yeah. So why would she all of a sudden have long hair in the worst time frame? Like seriously, if you were living in any apocalypse, let alone but like a zombie apocalypse in particular, you should never have long hair. Nobody should have long hair. Everybody's hair should
Rosita.
be fine.
Rosita can have long hair.
Rosita can have unless you're putting your hair in a goddamn sock bun every single day, you should not have long hair. Like
because it's basically a handle.
Yeah.
It's just something for them to grab onto. But yeah, no, I mean
she's depressed. Maybe Ezekiel dies.
I mean, it's just and it's not even like a good wig. It's like they went to Spirit Halloween and took one of the black wigs and like spray painted it white.
Or just found they found an old lady witch wig.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like the lady witch Carol that lives in the woods and eats children. Like it really does.
It'll make her easier to cosplay.
She's got true. But now she's got bow and arrow, so she's basically Legolas or Katniss Everdeen. We've got more crossovers. Katniss Everdeen is actually Carol Pelissier from The Walking Dead. No, but like definitely the Walkers or the Whisperers are coming because, we hear the Walkers obviously talk, and they say the Walkers are evolving. No, they're not evolving. We're just being introduced to these new characters.
But people who don't read the comics don't know that. So
true, but it's not George Romero. They're not getting smarter.
No, not after like years and years and years. All of a sudden, like what? No.
I mean, these people couldn't even handle dumb walkers, let alone smart walkers. Like,
what is it? Can walkers? Is it that they can't see and they can't hear?
They can smell.
They can smell. Okay.
Yeah, they smell. I mean, who really knows at this point?
I'm always surprised by the way that they're able to sneak up on people.
Yeah, because
even though they make a ton of noise, they're like all the time.
It's stupid. It's convenient. They are plot convenient walkers. Weird.
True.
Plot device walkers. So that
my theory goes like I think Rick is probably going to end up having amnesia in the movies. So that's why he hasn't come back all those years.
Or he's a slave.
Or he's dead.
Years. Yeah, as I wish that happened. I mean, they should have just killed him off. They should have just killed him off.
I agree. They should have killed him.
Yeah, they should have killed him off. Yeah. But yeah, let's see what happens in the next. I am actually looking forward to a female villain this time. Alpha. Yeah, she's coming. So Alpha versus Michonne might be interesting.
That's assuming that she's actually still a female.
Alpha is a female.
They've cast her?
Yeah, they've cast her. She's the actress from Harlots.
Okay.
The mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. She was also in Fantastic Beasts 1.
Who was she in that?
Ezra Miller's caretaker.
Okay.
Oh!
The woman who was after the witches.
Yep.
Credence
Credence
Clearwater Revival's mother. Sorry, I will never. Credence Barebone. His name will always be Credence Clearwater Revival. You can't take that away.
Yeah. So my only thing was about like this isn't even a theory really, but it's like I guess the Whisperers are appearing much earlier than like I was told. Right, like everything I heard was that it was going to be the back end of the season, like the end of this season. And to be fair, I could have like misheard or been misinformed, but like apparently they're appearing on the back end of the first half of the season. So yeah, that's not even a theory. It's just like apparently, unless we all have misunderstood the future scenes that they gave us after this week's episode and they're for the rest of the season, not just like the next few episodes. But I can't imagine that. Like, I don't know what else they're going to do because like they can't show Rick anymore. So at least not in the show, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, Dan Fogler and the rest of the new characters, they probably end up telling Michonne and the rest about the Whisperers. But yeah. I just also wanted Negan to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't die. That didn't happen.
Nah, he's not gonna.
Yeah. But Judith's all grown up, even though it would have made so much more sense to have Carl on the show.
Yeah, sure. So like, is she now gonna have some sort of like friendship with like the daughter or son of? No, not gonna get into it. It's fine.
Of course, that's going to happen.
I don't want to get too much into the comics, for obvious reasons. It's kind of spoilery.
I mean, I hope so, but I think that character would be older than Judith.
I mean, my original thought was that they would replace Carl with Enid in that, and it would be a boy, or if they were brave, a girl still.
I mean, I would be okay with Judith replacing Carl. I hope that happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let's see. But then again, the writers haven't actually done anything with queer characters. Like, where's Aaron's so-called important story that they had to cut his arm off? Like, what happened there? What's Jesus up to instead of being a whiny little whatever?
Apparently, he's like, he's doing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon into these walkers. Did you see the flash of him, like, almost like?
Of course I did.
Yeah, you saw that. Of course you did. Yes,
because
you did.
That's what Jesus is good for, kicking zombies, even though it doesn't make any sense to do so.
So, yes. Okay, so you saw that. Okay.
I mean, I would actually I don't know, probably end up throwing my TV away if they show a scene where Aaron takes off his prosthetic arm and uses it to kill a zombie. Because that's probably going to happen.
Else. Oh my God, Farid, I thought you were going to say something else. I will leave it up to your imagination what I thought you were going to say.
Aaron and his prosthetic arm.
Oh, God.
Okay, so how many of you think that Judith inherited Laurie's bad driving genes?
Because, I mean, she clearly inherited Rick's fucking spot on shooting. So,
I mean, she isn't even Rick's daughter, Tara.
I'm Judith Grimes.
She had it from Shane, probably.
And I was gonna be like, but he trained her. But no, he didn't, because he didn't. Or he was gone. So other gripes in WTF moments, which we've kind of already got into, but
what did I talk about? Oh, I said Negan just crawled back into his crate like a naughty dog. Like whenever he was had that breakdown in front of Maggie, And I said, I can't tell if he's just playing everybody or if he's being like truly repentant. Also, I said the fact that Rick, or the whole thing with Shane and Sasha and Rick, was really stupid. And the fact that Rick is not dead infuriates me.
Yeah, he should have died. They should have done it. They should have done it. The show should have done it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like we all kind of had the same thoughts about like the cameos. It was so, for me, like it was so obvious that they only chose who they chose because those were the actors they were able to get. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they didn't try hard enough for certain people, like Glenn and Carl in particular. Like Sasha?
Yeah.
I love Sasha. But what? Like Herschel, I kind of get a little bit more because I think him and Rick had a little bit more of like a repertoire than him and Sasha did. But like, no Glenn, no Carl, but Sasha and Herschel. And Shane, I get.
Yeah.
But like,
Shane made sense.
I'm shocked they were able to get him.
No, he wanted to return. That actor wanted to return for a long time. He was teasing his return. And then the actor who plays Abraham, he has been talking about returning as well, but nope. No one wants him.
Apparently he's going to be directing or something.
Okay.
No, in the preview of the next episode, there's this extended scene where Rosita and Gabriel seem to be flirting.
Gabriel? I must have missed that.
Yeah, there's a scene in the church. They're talking about redemption and whatnot.
And I missed that, definitely.
Yeah, Gabriel is like flirting with her, kind of.
Well, in the comics, Rosita and Eugene end up together.
Ew.
Yeah, and Eugene, for some reason, has like shortened his hair, cut his hair.
He has no mullet.
Yeah, I thought they were going to give him like a long braid, like in the comics.
Yeah.
Like,
who is
Eugene without his mullet or his rat tail?
Yeah. I don't know why they did that, but it happened.
I feel like we just should stop asking why they did that and just accept the fact that they did.
Yeah, why? Walking Dead, why?
Yeah. Other than that, when the bridge blew up, I literally was like, well, there goes the future.
I am so happy that Michonne isn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe she is. I'm not sure. But I do not want Michonne to have another child or have had another child during the 6 years that passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
For the future.
No, don't say that
Hashtag for the future. No, we're still saying it. That's not ending now.
3 more movies for the future.
Yeah, if you guys hear that I died, just like chalk it up to this.
Becca died for the future.
I got.
Okay, so who the heck is paying IGN? I just Googled it, and IGN posted an article, and it says The Walking Dead season 9 time jump has us hooked again.
No.
How did they? Well,
I'm
maybe they're getting, they must be getting screeners and they must be seeing something we're not seeing, but I'm still about that.
Yeah, and of course, Scott Gimple is defending Rick Grimes' controversial exit.
We were too pussy. They were too pussy to actually kill him.
That's basically it.
Like, that's exactly what it was. Hey, by the way, they did not really touch on Negan slamming his head against the wall from the last episode.
Yeah, that happened.
Also, Rick's not actually dead. Ha! In case we missed that. The time skip before the end of the episode was kind of it was not necessary. Other than that, anything else?
I am actually looking at the ratings for this episode. If it's up, it should be up by now. So episode 5, it kind of had a little tick in ratings, like what comes after, but it's still like a very low number. Like only 5 million people tuned in to watch Rick not die. Yeah, even Rick's exit couldn't like bring the audience back. Yeah, they're not interested. I mean, if he had died, then probably people would have actually tuned in. But I think they knew that he wasn't going to die.
Yeah.
Or something.
I really thought he was going to, like, and it seems kind of, yeah.
I think they kind of announced it as well before the episode. They announced the 3 movie thing before the episode. That was a wrong PR move. Yeah, they were like, Rick isn't going to die. We are going to give him 3 more movies.
I guess I assumed that the movies were gonna be something else. I don't know. I just didn't want to think about it.
A movie about Morgan doing something. Yeah.
I don't know.
What if Madison is still alive as well?
No.
I mean, Rick survived. Rick survived an explosion. He survived a freaking roar.
What if Madison and Rick are both in this weird community where they're both like A's or B's or whatever the fuck is going on there? Well, here's the thing. They can't bring that storyline back without Rick in it.
Yeah.
They can't. So what the fuck was even the point of it? It's just a waste.
Probably setting things up for the movie.
Like
every time you say movie, I die a little inside.
I feel like we're talking about Iron Fist right now because I'm just.
I mean, I would actually be very happy if like Madison is alive. Like maybe
I would too. I like Madison.
It's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. Like she's in that. What if Daniel is in that community?
I will kill the writers and everybody.
Daniel's like running that. He is running that shit.
That community. Yeah. What if that happens?
I mean,
it could. It's The Walking Dead.
Daniel Salazar can't die.
Yeah.
He's the cure to The Walking Dead. Imagine, like, literally being the cure and you're just an ornery old man.
He was more than an old. Yeah. I'm starting a hashtag, Daniel Salazar can't die.
Oh, gosh. I'll jump on board with that.
So anyway, do we have anything else to say about these episodes? Because I'm tired. I'm I'm actually physically tired. I drove almost 8 hours yesterday. I ran a 10K on Saturday. I'm exhausted.
Tara, did you already post the thing about Daniel Salazar can't die?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering because somebody else had posted it, and I was just wondering.
Oh, I mean, I literally just did.
Okay, that's the reason why it popped up. Okay, so they've talked about, and of course the troll grew up and has a gun and a sword. Oh my gosh, Farid. So, all right, so plans for future webcasts. Right now, we're just going to keep doing this webcast, I guess.
I think it's going to be after this season ends that we will finally do some other things because, like, I don't know how much more of this show I can take. That's cereal. But so we do have plans for future webcasts. As per usual.
Most useless characters, best and worst deaths.
Are we going to start a new series where will we have to discuss what's the worst Walking Dead movie? Like, is that going to happen?
Oh, if they actually put these movies out in a timely manner, like we will absolutely do ones about the movies.
It'll be 5 years from now. We'll have a reunion webcast. Sorry, I have to.
They're not gonna wait 5 years. Are you fucking kidding me? They're gonna push this shit out. Like they do not want this world, this series, whatever, to die.
They should have just killed it. Like forever ago. Go. You want to leave? Go. It's like go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up releasing the first movie sometime in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
So what should we do other than The Walking Dead, though?
Watch Castlevania on Netflix.
I've heard it's
amazing.
I've heard it was season 2 that just came out recently, right?
Yeah.
I've heard that it's good.
It's too good, way too good. Awesome writing. The animation is a bit lacking, but the writing.
That's why I couldn't get through the first season. The animation.
Yeah, the animation is lacking. Yeah. I mean, Netflix has money, so I don't know why they aren't spending it on animation.
Yeah, well, after if the Satanist temple lawsuit goes through, they may not have any more money.
What was that show, that animated show, The Last Dragon Prince that came out?
Oh, yeah, The Dragon Prince.
Yeah, the animation did it for me. I couldn't watch that show because of the animation. I couldn't watch it.
I really haven't watched like anything new lately. I've been watching like Superstore and The Good Place, and that's about it. I've been too busy. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Like I haven't even. Yeah, I've literally got nothing. I started watching Daredevil season 3. It's really slow to start, but it like just started getting good as I had to like kind of take a break from watching it because I was driving home and everything. So I don't know. I guess maybe Daredevil season 3. Sure.
According to third-party reports, Daredevil season 3 ratings fell like 53%.
Which is crazy because everybody I know who's watching it fucking loves it, and like I think it's better than season 2 so far. Like there's not 8 million ninjas doing nothing. So yeah, like I don't know. That's all I got because I literally haven't had time to. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry I keep yawning, guys. I'm so tired. Yeah, I haven't had time to watch anything else, so that's all I got.
What about you, Bekah? Problematic show you're going to recommend.
What'd you say?
The problematic show you're going to recommend just now.
Okay, so so I started watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Not really exactly sure what to expect. I haven't seen Riverdale. I probably won't watch it, or I may watch it. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. But The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has stolen not only the design of the Baphomet from the Satanic Temple, but it's also stolen other people's artwork. And displayed it in the show. So the Satanic Temple is hitting them with a lawsuit, mostly just asking them to remove the statue or change it going forward in future seasons. And I haven't heard anything about the other person who had their art stolen. But I started watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's okay. It's not, amazing or anything, but and it has a really like shitty view of witchcraft. It's not right at all.
Yeah.
Also, I'm watching The Good Place. Bob's Burgers is really good this season. I love Bob's Burgers. Also, I started reading a comic that just came out. It's called The Hex Wives. and it's by Ben Blacker, Mirka and Dolpha Marissa Louise. It's DC Vertigo is doing it, and it's about these women who are reincarnated witches, and they're all reincarnated as housewives. And so they start taking down the patriarchy. And the writer is a white male, and he has fully acknowledged that he is a white male, and that is where his privilege is. So he did like an interview about acknowledging that and how he's brought in a bunch of female writers as well. And so far it's okay. I mean, I'm not very far through the first issue. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it looks like it's going to be really good. And of course, I'm all for smashing the patriarchy. So, but yeah,
there are some rumors that this comic book series has just been created so they can have a show made from it.
I would watch the shit out of that show. It's got LGBT, it's got POC. Like the main character is, I'm pretty sure she's a lesbian in her past life. Like it's really graphic. Like it's got like a lot of blood and a lot of gore. Like literally, the main character Isadora. Her main power is violence. Like that is her witchy power is violence. And all of the witches were based off of witches in pop culture. Like I know that one of the characters cited is Queenie from American Horror Story, and that's this character right here.
Yeah.
So they're in California. The wildfires are happening. They're 5 women. They meet up to gossip. I mean, it looks good. I just need to like read it, but it's about taking down the patriarchy. So, I mean, I would definitely watch a show. About it. And I also started reading The Exorcisters, which is cute, but it's like not much either. There it is. And it's by Image Comics. So, what are we doing this month, y'all?
Nothing. Like I like all my stuff is all like stuff around here. There's a beer festival in Greenville this weekend. Woohoo! There's a Harry Potter photo shoot on the 17th. I think Bekah and I are going to Ren Fair on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I'm like dying.
I'm taking a hiatus right now. I think for a while. I'm doing webcast stuff. I'm trying to do NaNoWriMo, but not really doing very well on that. Going to the Ren Fair of Terra. That's it.
Yeah. As for me, my book that I've been talking about, A Fate in Bond, got released. It got released on 5th of November. And right now, Goodreads, the Goodreads rating is like 3.3 out of 5. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it as long as people buy it.
Yeah.
You can hate it after you have bought it.
And I mean, also yeah, I don't really ever pay attention to reviews, honestly.
I mean, there are some reviews that get on my nerves. Like, I've already written in the description that this story features an MM pairing. And there's a review on Goodreads where the woman who left the review is like, I'm not a fan of MM pairings, so I didn't like this book. And I was like, why did you even decide to read it? Like,
if it's in the description, yeah, just don't.
Yeah, like, don't read it.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about this. But the first teaser for Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 6 on NBC came out.
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
I'm so excited. I really hope it's not the last season.
It won't be.
Yeah, I really hope it's not.
I don't think it will be. I really hope it's not. If it will, I will actually, like, I don't know what I'll do. Oh, you have a visitor, Tara.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm driving. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are we done?
I guess this was such a boring episode. Like,
I'm sorry. Part of it is my fault. Like, I'm usually so like amped about this, and like I'm just so like I'm sure you can tell by looking at me. I'm so fucking exhausted, you guys. Like, I drove, almost 8 hours on Thursday, and then like had to work Friday and like run around and like register for the race and everything, and then be up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And then I didn't nap or anything, and I didn't go to bed till like after midnight on Saturday night, and then got up Sunday, and like I didn't go to bed till like 11 Sunday night, and then I had to work like half of Monday and have it yesterday, and then drive home, again almost 8 hours, and I'm beat. And these episodes just didn't do anything for me. Like, I'm dead.
I mean, we're already dead.
I even look dead. I look like going now.
Anyway, okay, so I'm Bekah along with Farid and Tara. We don't really care if you're watching this. Just kidding. Yes, we do. While we bitch about stuff and things with the Bitching Dead, please follow the Bitching Dead and our slow decline into madness on Twitter, and the Geeky Area as well. We do have a Facebook page as well, too, the Bitching Dead. I need to get that up and going a little bit more. But we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. We cannot exist on spite alone. But thanks for giving us, I almost said thanks for giving us a call. I've been at work all day. But thanks for contributing and helping our host site, the Geeky Area. We will see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.